Hi, and welcome to my tutorial on classical yoga sun salutations, also called Surya Namaskar. Now, sun salutations are a flow of postures which we tend to practice at the beginning of a yoga class in order to warm up our bodies. But you can perfectly practice them as a series on its own, maybe as part of your morning ritual to get some movement and energy going. Now, depending on the yoga style, there exist quite a few versions of sun salutations. So today we'll practice the classical hatha ones as I learned them in India during my first teacher training. Now before we get started, let's take a moment to center ourselves by coming to stand on the center of the mat with your feet hip distance apart. Now we're going to place one hand on our heart and one hand on our belly, closing our eyes and starting to bring the awareness inward. Just noticing how your body is feeling, noticing the contact with your feet and the earth. Sliding the awareness through the legs, all the way up till the crown of the head. With the exhale, releasing the shoulders, relaxing the body. And then moving on to the awareness of breath, just observing the breath flowing in and out through the nose. And then noticing how automatically we're going to start breathing a bit deeper. Taking nice deep inhalations and nice deep exhalations. And while we're breathing here, I like to give a bit of extra information on the origin of Surya Namaskar, which comes from two Sanskrit words. Surya, which is Sanskrit for sun and also the name of the Indian solar deity, and Namaskar, which comes from the Sanskrit word namas, meaning to bow or to adore. So Surya Namaskar means literally bowing to the sun. And this because it's said to be derived from an ancient practice in Hindu philosophy where the followers of the sun deity Surya would perform a series of prayers and bows each morning at sunrise to honor her and thank her for bringing her warmth and energy through the earth. Now in Hatha Yoga, a complete cycle of sun salutations consists of two sets of 12 asanas, one cycle beginning on the right side and one on the left side. Each movement is coordinated with the breath and full awareness. So we're going to start slowly for the first round so we can focus on the correct posture, and then in the next round we'll add in the breath. Now let's finish up our centering with one deep inhalation and one long exhalation. You can release your arms beside the body, and then we're gonna walk to the front of the mat. So we're gonna start from a position which is called Tadasana or mountain posture. So your feet can be together, big toes touching or slightly apart. Whatever is most comfortable, just make sure that the outer edges of your feet are parallel with the mat. And then you wanna really start grounding your both feet into the earth, keeping the legs nice and active. And then make sure to find length in your lower back by drawing your navel inwards, rolling the shoulders away from the ear. Your arms are relaxed beside your body with your palms turned forward. And then with each inhale, you want to feel that length through the spine. And then with each exhale, you're just grounding down into the earth, finding the stability of the mountain. Now take one more inhale here. And then with the exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart center in Paravatanasana or prayer posture. And then with the next inhale, moving your arms overhead, looking up into Urdhva Hastasana or the upward salute. Now here, make sure that your shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. And then if you feel space, you can gently arching back from the upper back, making sure you're not putting any pressure into your lower back. And then with the next exhale, you're going to engage your core and start bending forward, really lengthening through the spine until your fingers can reach for the earth. And then if your fingers can't touch, or if you have any problems in your lower back or the back of the legs are tight, you can gently bend your knees, making sure your abdomen stays in contact with your thighs. And then if you feel space, you can stretch out the back of the legs again. Now with the next inhale, step your right foot backward into a low lunge by placing your right knee on the floor and looking up while drawing your shoulders backwards, keeping your chest open and your spine straight. Make sure that the front knee is nicely on top of the ankle. If not, you want to shivel that left foot a little bit forward. And if it's difficult to stay in this position and your spine is rounding, you can also place your hands on that front thigh. And then from there, we want to step our left leg backwards, coming into plank position or kumbhakasana. Here, most important is to protect your lower back by really drawing your navel towards the spine and really engaging through the core muscles. Then make sure that your shoulders are nicely aligned on top of your wrists. And if you have any pain in your wrist, you can also do this on two fists. And then you want to actively push back through the heels and trying to keep your body in one straight line. And then with the next exhale, I'm gonna drop my knees onto the mat. They drop behind my hips, and I'm gonna fold from the elbows, placing my chin and my chest on the mat while keeping my shoulders close to my body. And this position is called Ashtanga Namaskara, or 8-limbed staff position. From here, I'm going to slide through, placing my whole body flat on the earth. And then with the next inhale, I'm going to scoop my chest up in Bhujangasana or Cobra. Here, keeping the hands and the elbows again close to the ribs and drawing the shoulders away from the ears, while the rest of the body stays flat on the floor and my feet are nicely together. Then from here on, I press into the sand, sending the hips up and back, coming into Paravatanasana or inverted V. So I'm stepping my feet a little bit in here, and note that the feet are together here. So it's different from downward dog where the feet are hip distance apart. And then if the back of the leg is a bit stiff, you can also keep a little bit of a bend in the knee. So you really focus on lengthening the spine, and if there's space, you can stretch out the back of the legs and you can gently work your heels into the mat. Then with the next inhale, again, I want to step my right foot forward in between the hands, coming back to our low lunge, lengthening the spine, looking up. And if your leg gets stuck by swinging the leg through, you can also place your knees on the mat first and then just stepping that right foot in between the hands. Same thing to come in the low lunge, again lengthening to the spine, looking up. And then with the next exhale, you step your left foot forward and then you're back into your forward fold. And then with the inhale, you're going to engage the core and start lengthening your arms forward. So you want to come up with a straight spine, reaching all the way up, gently arching back. And then again, bring your hands in front of your heart, coming back to prayer position. Now we're going to do the same thing on to the opposite side. Taking a moment to align yourself in mountain posture. And then inhale, exhale, hands in front of your heart. Back to Pranayama. Then with the next inhale, lift your arms overhead, look up, shoulders down, gently arching back if you feel space. And then with the exhale, engage your core, start reaching forward, coming into your forward fold. Make sure your fingers can touch the earth, if not bend your knees. Then with the next inhale, you're going to step now your left leg back, knee down, spine straight, looking up. From there, you want to come and join your right foot backwards, coming into plank position, shoulders on top of the wrist, engaging through the core, pressing the heels back. Next exhale, dropping your knees down, bending through the elbows, placing your chest and your chin down onto the earth. Then with the next inhale, you want to slide through on the belly, scooping the chest up, coming to Cobra, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, stretching out the throat area, opening through the chest. From there, press into the hands, shift the hips up and back. Step your feet slightly inward into the inverted V. Again, focus on lengthening the spine. Be mindful of your lower back. With the next inhale, again, we're going to step the left leg through in between the hands. Right knee on the mat, looking up. Exhaling again, joining the feet together into your forward fold. And then with the inhale, engage into the core, lengthening through the spine, reaching all the way up, arching back. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Relaxing the arms back beside the body, coming back into our mountain posture. And take a moment here to catch up with your breath and to prepare for the second round. So this time we want to try to align the movement with the breath, and we do one movement, one breath. So let's go together. Again, inhaling, exhaling, hands in front of the heart. Inhaling, lifting the arms overhead, looking up, shoulders away from the ears, maybe arching back. Exhale, lengthening forward from the hips, engaging the core into your forward fold. Inhale, stepping the right leg back, knee down, lengthen the spine, look up, holding the breath. Now coming into plank, engage your core. Exhale, knee, chest, chin on the mat. Inhaling, sliding through, scooping the chest up, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, pressing into the hands, lengthening the spine. If there's space, stretch the back of your legs. Inhaling again, stepping the right foot in between your hands, look up. Exhale, joining the feet. Relax your head down. Inhaling, lengthening all the way up, arching back. And then we continue straight onto the other side. So exhaling again, forward fold. Reaching your fingers down, relax your head. Inhale, step your left foot back, lengthen your spine, look up, hold the breath, come into plank, your body nice and parallel. Exhale, knees, chest, chin on the mat. Inhale, scooping the chest up, shoulders away from the ears. Press into the hands. Exhale, come into your inverted V, stretch the spine. Stretch the back of the legs. Inhale, step your left foot forward again, looking up. And then exhaling, joining the feet together. Back into your forward fold. Inhaling, engage the core, lengthen, reach all the way up, arching back. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Now we complete the second round. Again, you can take a moment into mountain posture, coming back to a nice, deep and steady breath, preparing for one last round. And at this stage, you can't really follow yet with the breath. It's not a problem. Just focus on knowing the postures and then the rest will follow. So inhale, exhale again, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, lifting the arms up, looking up, upward salute. Exhale, into your forward fold. Inhale, step your right foot backwards into your low lunge. Look up. Hold the breath. Come into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin on the mat. Inhale, into cobra, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, into inverted V. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, step your right foot forward, back into your low lunge. Look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, engage your core, reach all the way up, upward salute, gently arching back. Exhale again into the forward fold. Inhale, stepping the left foot back, look up, low lunge. Holding the breath, coming to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin on the earth. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears, cobra. Exhale, pressing the hips up and back into your inverted V. Inhale, swing the left leg through and between the hands, low lunge. Exhale, back into your forward fold. Inhale once more, engage your core, lengthen all the way up, upward salute, arching back. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. And then we're finishing in mountain posture. Now you continue with a few more rounds, really focusing on getting to know these movements and then focusing on the breath. That would be the next stage. And then also really try to align the inhale with the exhale. So make them equal. For example, inhaling 4, exhaling 4, and so on. Now, since you're nicely warmed up, you can continue with another yoga sequence. Or if you want to finish here, make sure you take some time to cool down. And what is better than a nice shavasana, a nice final relaxation? So for this, you just want to lay gently flat on your back, spreading the legs, spreading the arms beside the body, making sure to be comfortable to lay still for a couple of minutes where you can really focus on relaxing the body, relaxing the mind. And with this, you're going to incorporate all the good effects of our sun salutations. And then I'm going to leave you here. If you'd like to know more about me and my different projects, you can check out the information below. And of course, don't hesitate to leave any comments or suggestions. I thank you for watching. Namaste.